Here we are in the United States of America in 2022. 2 days ago, the United States FBI raided the former president's house in Mar A Lago. You know, I played music in communist countries back 86 and in 2009. In 1986, I was a band member and went to Poland, then communist Poland, with artist Steve Taylor. I was in his band. As most of you know, I was in his band for about 6, almost 7 years. So anyway, we went to communist Poland, and I saw things there that were scary, and that I really thought I would never see again. You know, we went to Poland in '86, played 3 concerts, and there were several other Christian bands too. We were a rock band, Christian rock band, and we went there, played 3 concerts, and then they shut us down. The communist Polish government didn't like what we were saying from the stage, didn't like what we were playing, apparently, and they shut us down, put us on a LOT Airlines plane, and sent us back to the U.S. Afterwards, we had heard from some of those people that the concert promoter, whose name was Marek, that brought us there, that booked our concerts, was arrested, thrown in prison, and tortured for a year. That's what communist countries do, okay? So I saw things, and that experience way back in '86 showed me just how evil and wicked communism is. It's a wicked and evil form of government. Those who espouse that here are on the wrong side of history. I'm telling you right now. If you espouse communism or even socialism, you're on the wrong side of history. That is a wicked form of government that goes after their political enemies, tortures them, as I, witnessed myself after we left that country. And in 2009, I went as part of a different band to communist China. 2009. Went there with this music ministry, and I saw there too. We just happened to be there during a huge holiday. It was the 50th or 60th anniversary of the communist takeover of China, and they were celebrating, or at least the communist mucky mucks were celebrating. I don't think the people were celebrating. The communist big shots were celebrating, though. And what I saw there was that they had these huge parades and big, huge fireworks show one night. And surrounding Tiananmen Square, which we were not too far from in our hotel room, surrounding Tiananmen Square, there were soldiers and cops every 10 feet with automatic weapons. And that surrounded the whole Tiananmen Square, which is about, 2 or 3 miles square. What I also experienced in communist China in 2009 was that I could get on Facebook and social media and stuff, but they were watching me. Communist government was watching me. How do I know this? Well, because when I would type something, and it would be like I'd type something about freedom or Christian persecution, my computer would shut off. Right there in my hotel room, the computer would shut off. And that's how I knew that, excuse me, sun's bright out here. That's how I know the communist operators were watching me, what I said online. They were watching me. And I'm pretty positive they're watching us here in this country too. We're being watched, what we say, what we type. They're just, they haven't come out with it yet. I'm pretty positive, though, we're being watched with everything we say and everything we type. So, having said this, that I've been in 2 communist countries myself, and what that was like, the oppression, being imprisoned for bringing in Christian bands once, um, and now, right here in this country, right here in the good old USA, apple pie, American flag, baseball, freedom, and right here in the good old US of A, the FBI raids the house of the former president, Donald Trump. And I'm like, wow, where have I seen this before? I've seen this somewhere. I've seen stuff like this before. When I was in communist Poland back in '86, which was about 37 years ago now, 38 years ago, they told us, people told us, when you go over there and you're in there, do not, be very careful who you hang out with, be very careful what you say in public. And they said the same thing in communist China. Be very careful what you say in public, because communist operatives are watching you every second, watching and listening to what you say. And so now here in this country, we've got federal agents who have been weaponized by Biden's Department of Justice. There's no other way to put it, people. They've been weaponized by the Democrats' Department of Justice because they're controlling the government right now. They don't want Trump to run. They're trying to discredit him. I'm positive of it. They don't want him to run because I think he would beat any Democrat that's running in 2024. They're trying to stop Trump from running for president. They're probably going to try and charge him with some kind of false charges, saying, "Oh, we found this in his documents, and this proves that he was doing something for January 6th, and see, this is illegal what he was doing." They're going to try and plant false evidence or some kind of stupidity like that. And I'm like, wow, right here in the good old US of A, and it's starting to look like the Soviet Union, or like communist Poland, where I was in '86. This is starting to look a whole lot like that. And if you're a Democrat and you're going, "Oh, that's nonsense. Trump is an evil man and Trump is bad," and like, really? So they impeached Trump twice and they found nothing twice. What do you have to say about that? If you're a Democrat, what do you say? What do you say about the fact that the Russian collusion story that Hillary was making up, and Democrats, this thing went on for like 3.5, 4 years. This Russian collusion story was a nothing burger. Zero. Nothing. It was found to be false. Those documents from that agent in England was a plant. Everything, the whole freaking thing was false. What do you have to say about that if you're a Democrat? They impeached him twice and found nothing. And, you need to look at yourself. You need to look at what you believe. If you're a leftist, if you're a Democrat today, you really need to look hard at what you believe and why you're believing it, and why you have so much hate for this guy, why you have so much disdain and hate for Trump, just because what? Why? Because he took a wrecking ball to the Democratic Party? Because he's pro-life? Why? So you need to ask yourselves questions about what you believe, why you believe it. Why do you hate Trump so much? Why do you hate his voters? Which would include me, by the way. I get called all kinds of foul names online, still to this day. I get called foul names by leftists, people that can't, that hate me because I'm a Trump voter. They call me a racist. They call me a bigot, which is pretty funny because my mom isn't even white, first of all. My mom's ancestors were Hispanic and Chinese, and yet people call me a bigot because I'm a Trump voter. That's pretty hilarious to me. Also, I'm a professional sax player. I've been playing with groups that play black funk music, R&B, black gospel, Latin music, you know, uh, soul, jazz. I've been playing jazz music since I was about 11, 12 years old. And yet I'm called a racist because of who I vote for. And I think you people need to take a good look at yourselves and why you hate people that you don't even know, and wake up. Out.